welcome back. Today I have a request that was asked for by Katie Blue. Katie asked me to build a house for 4 college roommates, 2 boys and 2 girls. So what I did was I decided to make it look like it was an older house that's sort of been remodeled and rented out, like you would see in an old college town. And I really like it. I had built a Victorian before. I wouldn't necessarily say this is Victorian style, but it kind of does remind me of it. Maybe that time period, or maybe like the early 1900s. I really can't decide, but this is what I came up with, and I do like it. Keep in mind when you see the inside of it, it's not my normal style. I wanted to stay true to Katie's request and make it really look like 4 young adults live here. So coming back around to the front of the house, you'll see I just did some simple landscaping. And when you come in the front door, it's the typical staircase right there in the front that you see in a lot of older homes. I put the farmhouse light fixture, and there's a coat rack here. I like the stained glass doors for an older house look as well. And then I put a magazine rack there, which would sort of represent maybe where they would put their mail, since multiple people do live in the residence. So that's the entryway there, and then coming in here, you come straight into a college student's living room. There's a computer right in the living room, there's a bookshelf there, and I've used that sofa, which I really like using for a family room or for younger people because of the pillows on it. I think it's really cute. There's a side table there, and then right here is a place where they've just kind of put a trophy and a phone charging station. And then that new TV, of course, worked perfectly in this kind of room, being that they're younger. That gaming TV definitely fit the room. So that is the living room there. And then coming over here to the right is one of the bathrooms. Where each student stays and on what level is sort of separated. Downstairs is where one of the girls lives. So this is, yes, the downstairs bath that everybody can use, but I've put her makeup mirror in here and a little storage cabinet. And I tried to keep it to where it looks like it's an older yet updated home, but some of the things in it would remind you of an older home. And right there was a small laundry area as well. So coming through this doorway here, we come into a very simple dining room. I've put some magazines on the table there for them. Someone's guitar is in the corner. So you can kind of see I tried to, again, stay true to how it would really look if 4 college students actually lived here. Then we come in through a doorway here out to the patio where I put a barbecue, a little bar area, some drinks, a sofa, just a hangout area right on the side of the house there. And then through here is the kitchen, which usually in an older home, unless it's been very updated, the kitchens were kind of small and the dining areas were usually rather big, but I just put a small kitchen here that doesn't really look new but doesn't look too old either. And then coming through this doorway here is where the girl I was speaking of, her bedroom is. I've given her a double bed. She has a desk over there in the corner, nail polish it looks like there. She has a light hanging over her bed, a chest of drawers over there to put her clothing in. She has a bookshelf on the wall, one of the new beautiful light fixtures that hangs on the wall there. And then she has some shelves over there where she keeps some of her beauty products. So I thought it looked like a cute college girl's room. So that is the downstairs. And also keep in mind, if you want to recreate the build, you don't have to decorate it this way because the layout actually could be a nice family home. Coming up the stairs, we just have a landing here with a bookshelf and some chairs. And I kept the wall theme sort of common throughout the house. There's a little bit of variation on colors, but I did use a lot of the ivory board wallpaper. And you can see I've opened up the living room with the balcony over top of it that also serves as a hallway. Here's another bathroom right over top of the one that's downstairs. This one has pretty much the same features. The shower's different and it does have a double vanity. But the boys stay on this level, so I put the little storage cabinet there with some cologne and things like that for them. So here's the little balcony here that also serves as a hallway, and then it extends into a hallway here where you come into one of the boys' rooms. He has 2 beds here. We'll just say in case he has a guest or something like that. But there's 2 little wardrobes there, as you see. Just looks like a typical college guy's room. He has a desk there as well, a beanbag chair, a very large TV, and some bookshelves on the wall. I really like this room. I like the green with the wood tones. I hadn't used it in quite a while. It's the older green wallpaper. And then here is the second boys' room here. We already have one girl downstairs, 2 boys on this level, and we'll have 1 girl to go, which you'll see her room here in just a second. But his room is a little bit smaller. I did give him one of the little new pug beds, and he has some exercise equipment here. He does have a TV, and as you can see, he has some drinks over there on the dresser. So let's go over here and into this door where you would think, well, what's this room for? Why is there a dresser and a staircase? Well, it belongs to the girl who lives on the top floor. So she has her dressers here with just some flowers and a makeup mirror and an armoire to store her clothing. You pop upstairs and she has that little room that's on the top of the house. And I've given her one of those beds that kind of hang off the ceiling there. She has a nightstand, one of the blue salt lamps, and also a stereo. So the room underneath really is part of her room. So she has her dressing area there with a private door, and then you come upstairs and there's her bedroom. And she has a private 3-piece bath over here, where I've just given her a tub, a toilet, a sink, and one of the farmhouse towel racks there. So then moving on over here, you'll also see that I opened up the bedroom down below. So it's just open at the top. You could make another room there. I just didn't have a need for another room, so I just made it open. And then there's a hallway from her room out to this back balcony that you could also decorate any way you really wanted to. And we're going to go to the grid here in just a minute and the measurements, but I wanted to thank Katie Blue for the request. It was a very fun build, and if you guys want to see how I built it, we will move on to the grid next. But thanks again, Katie, for your request. So here are the measurements. I did start with the entryway, and you can see the landing's right over top of it. I built on the laundry to match what I thought the landing was going to be above, and then I built on the bathroom, the living room. Then we have the dining room next, and then the kitchen. And then I built on the first girls' room here. If you recreated it, it would be a great den. The landing is right there. Then we have the bath that matches the one underneath it. Here is the total opening space here, and that is the measurement for the mezzanine there. And then we have the staircase room, which also serves as the girls' dressing room. The bedroom here, the extended hallway, and then another bedroom here. Then we pop upstairs, we have the top floor bedroom and its bathroom. Then we have the little hallway that leads out onto the balcony and the mezzanine that goes over top of the boys' room. So now we're going to look at the furniture, and if you do want to make it into a family home, there's so much you could do with this layout. That would be a great living room as it is, but you could actually open up the kitchen and dining room and make it all in one. You could make the bedroom downstairs into a den, as I mentioned before. And then, of course, there are bedrooms here. That large boys' room could actually be a master, and then you could just make that bedroom there a master ensuite bath. And up here would be a great area for like a teenager, kind of like the way it is now. And you could make this a room instead of a mezzanine. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you did, please hit that like button. You guys take care. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.